right, what's up guys? Quinn with 74 Weld here with Justin today, and figured we'd take a minute and talk about this Land Cruiser 250 series that I've got behind me. So Justin approached us as we started releasing stuff saying we're building for the 24 Toyota platforms. One of those platforms is the LC250, and we wanted to get our hands on one ahead of time. I know from a platform standpoint, it's almost identical, keyword is almost, to the 24 Tacoma, which we've had for a while, but we wanted to grab one, get our hands on it, verify stuff, and so by the time this video posts on YouTube, this product will be live on our website. So I'm gonna talk a little bit just about portals because it's not my vehicle, and Justin will run through other mods that he's done. So this portal is real similar to all of our other kits. It runs the same gear set, same 1-ton bearing pack. It's a 3.9 inch lift. It adds 2.75 inches per side to the overall stance to it. And so this is essentially, correct me if I'm wrong here, this is a bone stock, suspension wise, bone stock Land Cruiser 250 just on portals. And we've got a 37-12-5-18 Toyo Open Country RT wrapped around the TRD Pro BBS forged wheel. I believe this is a 17 by 8.5 plus 47.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Correct, yeah. So
this basically came to us as stock vehicle. What do they come with on a stock tire size?
it's a 265 70/18, so basically a 32.6, basically a street tire. It's
okay.
A little disappointing for Land Cruiser to put a street tire on a Land Cruiser,
and so we get to go to a 37 with no other mods. Tell us a little bit about some of the other mods that you've done on this. I see the Westcott design sliders. I've got that same slider, although mine's a 20-degree kick on the 24 Tacoma.
Right.
Tell us what else you've done on this.
So basically this is a 2024 first edition Land Cruiser. There was
Nice.
only 5,000 built for the US.
Sick.
And I got lucky enough to get one. You know, I had to go to LA, shopped probably 15 different dealers and finally found one.
Okay.
That didn't want an outrageous markup and had one available.
Yeah.
So when I received the unit, go ahead.
What color is this?
This is called Trail Dust. So the Trail Dust is a factory color, but I put a matte PPF coating on it, which is from Excel.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it makes it scratch proof. You can run this down the brush and it basically will self-heal. So like if you scratch it, you'll sit in the sun for half an hour, it'll heal the scratches. As long as it's not too deep, you know, surface scratches, it'll heal.
Nice.
So basically then what I did is I took all the stock rock rails off and put on Westcott Designs rock rails. I took the factory roof rack off. It came with a 3/4 rack that went to the sunroof, but I wanted a full rack so I could have room. So I put a Prinsu Pro roof rack on it, and then mounted the OVS 180-degree awning.
Nice.
I got my iCamper Mini 3.0 on top, a couple roto packs up there, and antenna, my ham antenna from Compact Antenna. So all my field comms are ham.
Okay. Inside, I saw a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah. So
what have we got going?
I'll open up the back. So this is going to change. I've been shopping for different fridge because I just don't like the fridge in the back seat.
Oh, the accessibility of it.
So I've got two drawers back here, a 74 wheel drawer. And, for all my kitchen camping stuff, battery bank to power everything. I've basically switched everything over to electric. I'm trying to get away from propane, butane, and using induction cooking, coffee makers, all that stuff, you know.
And that seems to keep up?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Plenty. My plan is to basically probably remove one of these drawers and put in 2 drawer fridges.
Okay.
So I have a double stack drawer fridge.
Nice.
You know.
Dometic makes those,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Several people, Ingold,
Okay.
Dometic. So that's probably the plan there. I've been kind of shopping around, like figuring out how I'm going to do it, and but I just didn't like having the fridge in the back seat. It's not convenient. Takes up the whole back seat.
Yep.
So But that's about it for that. I built my own platform back here to mount the drawers to. The factory platform is this kind of plastic or cardboardy material that you can't really mount anything to, because the hybrid battery is actually right below the drawers.
Yeah.
So you have to make something that you can actually secure those down to. So I think Goose Gear is coming up with something.
Yeah, Brian at Goose Gear makes
yeah.
some really nice stuff. I know he was working with Brad from Trail Recon, and they did a full sleep system in this. But I had Goose Gear. I had it in my 23 Tacoma. I had a full system in that. That truck has since gone. But he makes definitely nice stuff for and it seems like he's really focusing on the cruiser as well.
Right. Yeah, I just got impatient, kind of made my own. So,
well, but that's part of the fun of building is you try stuff and figure out what you like and then dialing it in. I mean, it's admittedly like it's part of the reason we build vehicles, right?
It's fun.
Is we like to tinker with stuff.
I love projects, so this is my project for the next month or so.
Cool. Well, I appreciate the time and for letting us get hands on this vehicle. And thanks for everything, man.
You got it. Thank you, Quinn.
So any questions on this build, we'll have some answers in the comments. Otherwise, you're going to do something on...
Yeah, I'm going to write a little article on I Hate Mud, so I'll post that. So probably in the next week or so. So any questions, you guys can find me on Mud.
Cool. And anything else, throw it in the comments and subscribe. It helps us create more content, answer more questions, and bring you guys all kinds of new vehicles and updates. Thank you.